Hey everyone, now I'm getting ready for work here. As you can probably see in the background here, as you can probably see, I do have the two alternate or variant covers of Sonic 275 hanging. So, long story short, the other ones you would probably see in the other video where I said got them, and then in my video for message to Tanner of the Sonic Show. What I did is I downloaded them onto my computer, onto the Rec Room computer, and well, long story short, put them on a CD along with some other pictures I was asked to develop or get developed, and like I say, pictures I was asked to get developed, and go from there with them. But yeah, basically that is the. But basically, as you could see, that's all of them, including the 12 variant cover piece that formed the poster, which basically symbolizes what Worlds United's going to be about and who's going to be in it. And as I told Tanner before, as much as I would like to have a huge poster version of that, just like with my Sonic the Hedgehog one above on top that you've seen in the other videos, it's not really possible right now due to the fact that, well, I could make room for it, but then again, I live with somebody that doesn't want to have too much stuff hanging from the walls, if you know what I mean. But we'll have to wait and see what happens. Anyway, you probably see the title below, and you're saying, well, is this monthly opinions or what? Yes, it is monthly opinions for June 2015, I should say. These are the monthly opinions, and I do apologize for not getting to that point right there. I just wanted to kind of again show you guys what's here, and it's real easy. All you have to do is go to a place like Online Convert. Oh, sorry for the close-up there. All you have to do is go to a place called Online Convert, and they will essentially help you out. I mean, Online Convert basically allows you to convert just about almost anything that you could think of. Almost lets you convert just about anything you can think of. And again, sorry for the movement here, just trying to set something up here so you can get more viewing. There we go. Yeah, there we go. But like I said, Online Convert is basically a website that lets you convert just about anything to another format. I'll give you an example. There were several things that I had to help my brother-in-law with that, because the certain files didn't fit what was needed, I had to convert them into files that were needed. But I do recommend going to onlineconvert.com because they do help out with image as well. Those are 8x10s that you saw there, so if you need any information on that, go there, go to the image convert, go to online-converter.com, click on image converter, click on JPG or PNG, whatever one you prefer, and when you upload your picture or even put the link to where the picture's at, I do recommend going 2400 by 3000 and you'll get an 8x10 picture. And the reason again, the reason I say that is because it's much easier to do in the long run, especially, like I said, it's probably the best idea to do in the long run, especially when you want to get stuff like that. But anyway, enough rambling. Let's get to the to the topics here for the monthly opinions. Now, you probably know. Now, you probably watched my review already, and as I just mentioned, you saw what I have. Now, I look at Worlds Unite so far. I can understand, in my opinion, I can understand why some people feel as though it's a little flat right now. Not much is going on, most of it is filler. Until we get to the middle and maybe final parts. And you know what? They'll probably be right. Because those will be the final parts to where everything starts to really pick up. And here's what I'm talking about. Here's what I mean by picking up. What I mean is, basically, we're going to get to a situation to where it's going to be right around the end of issue 50 for Mega Man, and it's going to start picking up in the Sonic Boom issue 9 is when it's going to really start picking up. And like I said at the end of, like I said during my review, I definitely see a lot happening. I can see the potential that they're doing with Eggman and Wily wanting to overthrow Sigma, do a coup on him, and use the power that he has to their advantage so they can finally rule. But I think in the end, I think during this arc, Sigma is going to basically reveal that he's been onto them when they try their coup, when they try to overthrow him. Nothing's going to work, and they're going to realize, or he's going to admit to them that he's been onto them since they've been there. So there's nothing that they can do to stop him. And I do see some kind of scene maybe down the line where, and again, these are just my opinions. These are just my opinions of what I feel could happen. I do feel that, down the line, you're going to have them confront Sigma after maybe that revelation is made, and they're going to be like, look, we're not nobody's lackeys, we're nobody's sidekicks, we're nobody's minions, we're the ones that are used to giving orders, not the ones being given orders to. But if Ian Flynn plays to the characteristics as I think he's going to, you're going to have both Eggman and Wily probably cower before Sigma. Sigma is going to do something that's going to make him cower before him, and they're going to be like, oh, hey, oh, Master Sigma, and then maybe silently try to get the help from Mega Man and the Robot Masters and Sonic, Knuckles, Sally, and the Freedom Fighters to try to stop Sigma. But I guarantee you that they'll help him. I guarantee you this. I guarantee you Sally, Sonic, and all of them will help him. But they're going to want to know at first why they even associated with Sigma. And you're going to probably have some kind of explanation, something like it. Yeah, an explanation or something like that, to where Eggman's going to be like, look, I'm just sick and tired of losing to you guys, and I was left with no choice. I just want to rule the world. I just want one little victory. And you're going to have Wily probably admit the same thing, but mostly because he wants to prove once again he's smarter than Professor Light, if you know what I mean. So I do see something like that down the line as well. So, but that's just my opinion. But I do feel something similar is going to happen. Now, as far as the battle books go, I know a lot of people are thinking it's going to be multi-battle books. Actually, it's only going to be one battle book for each comic. Mega Man's going to have one this month after Mega Man 50, or around the same time Mega Man 50 is, and Sonic's going to have one after 274. And the reason being is to kind of do side stories. It's like I said in a previous video, which you'll see as soon as these videos are uploaded, that basically they're kind of like Journey to the East. For those of you that don't know what I'm talking about, Journey to the East was a four-part side story that they did in Sonic Universe. In fact, it was one of the first side stories that they did. One of the first first four-part arcs that they did in Sonic Universe. One of the first ones. And basically, Journey to the East took place between, I think, 209 and 210, or was it 210 and 211 is when it took place. And it took place in Sonic Universe, so it was kind of like an extension. Kind of think of it like, like with movies, how they always say, okay, when the movie comes to Blu-ray or something, that they're going to give you the extended version you didn't see in theaters. And you're going to see things you didn't see in theaters. Kind of like that. It's going to be similar, it's kind of similar in that vein. Like, basically, the Journey to the East Sonic Universe story arc was basically an extension of what you got. With the Iron Dominion arc. That's basically what it was. That's basically what it was. And again, like I said, it's basically what it was. That's all it was. And it's kind of like what the Sonic, it's kind of like what the battle books are, basically. That's what the Mega Man and the Sonic battle books are. They are extensions. Hold on for a sec. Oh. No, that's is that ketchup? It's tomato sauce. Mustard will do. But like I said, that's basically like what they are. They're they're basically extensions of Worlds Unite. So in a sense, this is kind of like when you combine both side stories in the Sonic battles. This is more than just a 12-part story arc. It's actually a 13-part story arc, or if you want to put it like this, a 12.5 story arc. That's basically what it is with the extension of these battle books. And like I said, as crazy as the similarity is to the Journey to the East arc in Sonic Universe years back, and how it was basically an extension of the Iron Dominion arc, same here. Now the only difference though is the timing is kind of a little off. It was a little off when it came to Sonic Universe and in the main comic, because basically at the end of one issue you have Sonic, Sally, Tails, and Monkey Kong going off to the east to do what they got to do to bring down the Dominion, and at the end of the next issue of the main comic they come back. So in between those two issues, that's when the full-part Journey to the East happened. Which again, like I said, the timing was a little off on that. Here, not so much. But again, that's basically what these battle books are. So you can think of this as being like 12.5 parts, 12 and a half parts instead of just 12. But like I said, I look at Worlds Unite right now as sort of being like, it's in the beginning stages, and that's why it's not so action-packed like it should be, and why some people have an indifference about it. But I would suggest that as soon as we get to Sonic Boom number 9, as crazy as this is going to sound, that's when the action is going to pick up. That's when the action will pick up and we're really going to get somewhere. Now, as far as what happens after Worlds Unite, it seems they got everything already planned out for Sonic. It looks like everything's going to remain the same on Sonic's world, which kind of confirms what I said about the ending of Worlds Unite and how it's ending in a Mega Man book, and how it's going to be Mega Man's world that gets affected by this now, or at least Mega Man X's world. And it looks like the world's still kind of shattered. It might get a little repaired, maybe not. And we'll just have to see what happens. But it looks like they're now going to be focusing on finding the Gaia temples in the next story arc after Worlds Unite. That's what I think is going to happen. I could be wrong. But that's basically where they left us off at. You know what I'm saying? Now, as far as what's going on with the comic, and like I said, you know, that's what I feel is going to happen. The next universe arc, I think, is going to be a silver arc, which everybody's looking forward to. Everybody's been wanting a silver arc for a while, but we don't know exactly what it's going to be about. But I think it's got to do with the Genesis portals and how that's going to tie in with the main comic. But anyway, that's what I see happening. You know, as far as future story arcs in universe go, I know we've had a Sally and Nicole one, but I know individually we got to get a Sally one, and I think individually we got to get a Bunny one as well, because I think those are two characters that potentially have a lot to go for them, and you could definitely do some good stories with them, in my opinion. As well as I think we need to get another Nicole one, where she explores more about how she became Super Nicole, or what was it, Overclock Nicole, in the last universe arc. So, and we need to get more of a connection between her and Nikki's father, and see if there's something there. Because they hinted at a father-daughter reunion, but we don't know yet exactly what that reunion will be. And I think that's another thing they got to explore after they do the silver arc. Now, that's really all to say. Now, as far as the games go, apparently news has been released that we're going to have a few new games coming out for Sonic. One of them, of course, being Fire and Ice, which is a Sonic Boom title, which pretty much describes that Sega, I think, noted, is not giving up on Sonic Boom just yet.